Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day. Don't forget, grab your smartphone and download the Lava Matra app and stay in touch. Guru Maharaj's message is your advantage. The following is an address given by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj on March 2nd, 2022 in Śrī Rādhā Mayapur, India. The address was given on the occasion of Śrī Śrī Rādhā Mādhava's Golden Jubilee Festival on Day-1.
Pangum langayate girim Shri Guru Dinatarinam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram.
I would like to offer my humble obeisances
I would like to offer my humble obeisances
to Lokanath Maharaj, Basugosh Prabhu, Jai Chaitanya Prabhu,
And all the sannyasis are here,
all the sannyasis assembled here,
all the God brothers,
all my God brothers,
all the devotees,
all the devotees,
and I remember when Srila Prabhupada sent me to Mayapur.
I remember when Srila Prabhupada sent me to Mayapur,
There was only the grass hut
there was only the grass hut
and one tent for cooking behind.
and one tent for cooking prasadam.
And the deities were there with Janivas Prabhu.
The deities were there with Janivas Prabhu,
Well, they came a little later.
although it came later.
At that time, we got 35 rupees a week to spend anywhere we wanted.
At that time we had 25 rupees per
35.
35 rupees per month.
No, for a week.
At that time we had 35 rupees per week to spend in any way that we wanted.
6 or 7 devotees
6 to 7 devotees
to maintain.
to maintain.
So I asked for permission to grow vegetables and things.
So I asked for permission to go to
Grow,
grow some vegetables.
and Tamal Krishna Maharaj, he said, oh, he's a city boy, what do you know about farming?
Tamal Krishna Bharat said, "You're a city boy, what can you do?"
My Prabhupada said, all right, you can try.
Prabhupada said, "All right, let him try."
And I remember on a small plot, like one kata, I grew radish.
In a small patch of land, we grew various plants.
I grew radish,
Radish,
radish, moolah.
moola.
What is, you would be amazed how much vegetables are grown in one kata.
You will be amazed to know how many vegetables can be grown in one kata.
Quintals, tons,
At those times,
quintals, tons.
quintals, tons.
So I had devotees coming, Maharaj, please no more radish, please.
And we had devotees telling me, "Maharaj, no more radish, please."
Well, there's not many ways you cook radish.
We learned many ways to cook radish.
Anyway, and I remember Prabhupada, he came here and he said this hut is the more goodness.
I remember Prabhupada, he came here and said that this hut is in the mode of goodness.
And the guest houses and other things
And the guest houses and other things
made with bricks and cement and steel,
made with bricks and cement and steel,
and a mode of passion.
they are in the mode of passion.
But who will stay in the grass huts?
But who would stay in the grass huts?
So we have to build guest houses and flats where people will stay.
So we had to build guest houses so that people would stay.
And in Mayapur at that time,
In Mayapur at that time,
no gate, just a bamboo gate.
that time we just had a bamboo gate,
And people would ride by their bicycle
and people would ride by in their bicycle
in the morning
in the morning
to go to work in the jute mills.
to work in the jute fields, in the jute mills.
Jute mill. Across the road, one day we saw a tiger.
Across the road,
One day we saw a tiger,
one day we saw a tiger,
and it's really this place was a very remote place.
At that time, this place was a very remote place.
What Prabhupada's vision was that he wanted to build a city,
But Prabhupada envisioned that he wanted to build a city.
he told me that.
He told me that
Mayapur, he wanted to build a city.
that in Mayapur we want to build a city
And to have 50,000 devotees.
and that we should have 50,000 devotees.
And he had the whole vision.
He had a whole vision.
And when Tamal Krishna came out to buy the land, at that time I always see Titi in Calcutta.
When Tamal Krishna came out here to buy the land, at that time I was the temple president in Calcutta.
And when Prabhupada went out to see Śrī Rādhā, I had the fortune to worship Prabhupada, Radha, Govinda.
At that time, Prabhupada gave me the responsibility to worship his Radha Govinda deities.
Radha Govinda. Anyway, I remember when Tamal Krishna came back, he said that to make sure that the land detail was confirmed, he had each rupee serial number written down on the
When Tamal Krishna came back to ensure that the land deal was confirmed, he had each rupee's serial number noted down on the sale deed.
this is never done,
This is not normally done,
but he did it.
but he did it.
And at that time, all the farmers, they came out in a pickup truck with the sticks.
At that time, the farmers came out with their sticks, pickup trucks with sticks.
Although it was only 14,000 rupees, at that time it was a lot of money.
At that time, 40,000 was a lot of rupees.
Anyway, what has been destroyed as the groundbreaking Prabhupada actually installed a Ananta Sesha.
At the groundbreaking ceremony, Prabhupada actually installed Anantasesha.
And the ladder deep pit,
He dug a deep pit,
and went down with a ladder,
went down there
with a ladder,
with a ladder,
and one other Gaudiya Math sannyasi accompanied him.
one other Gaudiya Math sannyasi accompanied him.
And there were many different Maharajas and Brahmacharis.
There were a whole lot of Maharajs from the Gaudiya Math, they came.
You heard a nice description from His Holiness Lokanath Swami.
We heard a nice description from His Holiness Lokanath Swami.
The Prabhupada wanted to build a temple for Lord Chaitanya TLDT.
Srila Prabhupada wanted to build a temple for Lord Chaitanya, the TOVP.
He was seeing different designs and
He was seeing different designs.
was a desire to build a temple
It was his desire to build a temple
of Vedic planetarium
of Vedic planetarium
to Lord Chaitanya.
to Lord Chaitanya.
So one day, Siddhar Swami, our Siddhar Swami,
One day, our Sridhar Swami,
he brought a high-tech puri roller.
he bought a high-tech Puri roller.
For us, it was high-tech. For us, it was high-tech.
For us, it was high-tech.
It had two vinyl surfaces,
It had a two-tier kind of system.
two vinyl, what was it? Vinyl, V-Y-N-L, vinyl,
Vinyl.
not viral. Vinyl. Anyway, you put some dough in between it and push it down, flattens it out, put it and eat.
If you put the dough in some kind of opening and then it flattens out,
Then fry it and eat,
then it's fried in ghee,
and then we're testing it out.
and so we were testing it out.
And they took some date gur and ate the date gur with the puri.
And so we took some date gur and ate the gur with the puri.
And Prabhupada was looking out the window of the grass hut.
Prabhupada was looking out of the window of the grass hut.
He called me over.
He called me over.
This is not sannyas life.
This is not sannyas life.
He was teaching us as Sudaksana said,
He was teaching us, as Subhekshana said,
sacrifice.
sacrifice.
No sense for it. Not even puri with date gur.
Not even puri with date gur.
So like that we were gradually growing
Like that, we were gradually growing.
vegetables,
We grew vegetables,
rice,
rice.
like that. We had cows. We had some cows.
We had some cows.
And we had beehives.
We had beehives.
One beehive was by Prabhupada.
One beehive was by Prabhupada.
And a cow, Kamaduk,
And we had a cow, Kamaduk,
who gave milk without babies.
who would give milk without babies.
That's very rare.
That is very rare.
She was eating the grass under the beehive.
She was eating the grass under the beehive.
And caught and knocked the beehive over. She knocked it over.
And then she knocked the beehive over.
And the Prophet called Jayapataka, Jayapataka. All the room were bees.
And Prabhupada called Jayapataka, Jayapataka, and I saw that all over there were bees.
And so I put on my bee suit and smoked and got the bees out.
So I wore my bee shoes and gear and went to remove them, chase them out.
Then Prabhupada said, better they have the bees somewhere else.
Then Prabhupada said, better to have the bees somewhere else.
So like this, there are many different things that happen.
So like this, many different things had happened.
And Prabhupada said this was his place of worship.
Prabhupada said that this was his place of worship.
Vrindavan was his residence.
He said Vrindavan was his residence.
And Bombay office.
And Bombay was his office.
And so at one point, he said that on the over there with his body, at one point he said, told him a bhajan kutir on the edge of the pukur.
At one time he said at the edge of the pukur,
build him a bhajan kutir,
build him a bhajan kutir,
a residence.
A residence.
But he left just before that.
He left just before that.
So that's why we built the samadhi there.
That is why we built his samadhi there.
So I can tell you many things.
So I can tell you many things.
Bhagwan, Brahmacharya Prabhu, he came and he asked Prabhupada questions.
Bob Cohen, Brahmatirtha Prabhu, he came and he asked Srila Prabhupada questions.
Prabhupada, he had a vision. And
Prabhupada, he had a vision.
At first he thought he built 4 like lotus building.
At first he thought that he would have 4 like lotus building.
Then he approached the minister of the Congress government.
Then he approached the minister of the Congress government at that time
to get about 400 acres.
To get about 400 acres of land.
But before that was done, the communist government came in power.
But before that could be done, the communist government was formed.
And recently the Trinamool Congress won the government.
Recently the Trinamool Congress gave us the land.
They won the government, and Mamata Banerjee and her cabinet allotted us a land ceiling of 750 acres.
We want to thank Mamata Banerjee and the team, our devotee team, so we could get we could lift the land ceiling and get 750 acres.
So that, Hridaya Chaitanya has been working on the master plan.
Hridaya Chaitanya is working on the master plan.
Prabhupada wanted a master plan.
Prabhupada wanted a master plan.
And I said he wanted to build a spiritual city.
Like I said, he wanted to build a spiritual city.
50 years ago, we had 6 or 7 devotees here.
50 years ago, we had 6 or 7 devotees.
And now we have about 6 or 7,000 devotees.
Now we have about 6 or 7,000 devotees.
Like that.
So like that,
Our vision was that we should have 50,000.
so like that, Prabhupada's vision was that we should have 50,000 devotees.
So we're thankful for all the devotees who are here,
We are thankful to all the devotees who are here
who are helping in building the TOVP, building the city,
in helping to build the TOVP and in helping to build the city
and to bring the vision of Srila Prabhupada and the previous acharyas
We are trying to fulfill the vision of Srila Prabhupada and the previous acharyas
to manifest this spiritual city.
so that we can manifest this spiritual city.
So I want to thank you very much.
I want to thank you all very much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.